In this question, we are given data about two different breeds of cattle, Hereford and Holstein. We're given the means and standard deviations of their populations. Now, in Part A, we're given Roy, a Hereford calf, weighs 96.6 pounds at birth, and Bessie, a Holstein calf, weighs 99.5 pounds at birth. Which of these two calves is heavier relative to its breed? The key words here are relative to its breed. If you are ever asked a question about something relative to the rest of its breed, or relative to some population at all, what they're really asking you to do is find the z-score. Now, we have a certain ingredient list we have to collect in order to find the z-score. Here's what the list looks like. We'll need the mean. This is usually abbreviated with the Greek letter mu. We'll need some standard deviation. This will be represented with the Greek letter sigma. We'll also need some value that we're trying to check to find the z-score of. This is oftentimes represented with the letter x. There are two ways to calculate z-score. You can use this equation. We'll say equals x subtract mu. We'll need to put parentheses before and after this, and then divide by sigma. The second option is to use a built-in Excel formula. We can say equals standardize, and then put our x value, comma, our mean, comma, our standard deviation. Either way will work fine. So let's make sure we have the ingredients we need to solve this problem. In line 12, we have the mean of both breeds. In line 13, we have the standard deviation. We'll need to enter the values next. We'll place that in line 14. We'll put a label for it so we remember which is which. Our Hereford calf was 96.6 pounds, so we typed 96.6. Our Holstein calf was 99.5. Now with those, we can calculate the z-score. The one with the z-score that is further from 0 is the one that is heavier relative to the breed. I'll use the Excel function here. I'll say standardize with an equal sign before it. Open parentheses, click the value, comma, click the mean, comma, standard deviation. Make sure that when you click them in this order. If the order gets mixed, you'll get a very strange answer. Close parentheses and press enter. And we get that our first calf has a z-score of 2.209 with many decimal places after. Once again, we'll go back to home and we'll click decrease decimal. We'll just say 2.21 and we'll paint that gold. That is one of our answers. Now, for our Holstein calf, we'll do the same thing, equals standardize. Open the parentheses. First, we click the x. That's the value. Then we click the mean, mu. Then we click standard deviation, sigma. Close the parentheses and press enter. And we have 1.4. Paint that gold as well. Based on these numbers, our Hereford has the higher z-score. Therefore, the Hereford is heavier relative to its breed. We can say they are relatively heavier. In Part B, it says that both calves are heavier than average for their breed, but would either calf's weight be considered significantly high? Significantly high values are any values that have a z-score greater than or equal to 2. Now, our Hereford has a z-score that is 2.21, we can say its weight is significantly high and much greater than average. Our Holstein is only at 1.4. They would not be significantly high even though they are more than the average. There are also significantly low readings. These would be any z-scores that are less than or equal to -2. Since both of our z-scores are positive, that tells us that both of these calves are above the average. You would have to be much below the average to get a z-score less than -2.